Big Snoop Dogg got a mad lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really...
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Ready, go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
58, come on. 58, come on.
2nd and 6. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Carolina. Yeah. You got motion man right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusive.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
First down, Carolina.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, high 7. Yep.
58, Mike. Courage. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Okay, double up. 58.
Bravo.
58 is Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what it's going to be.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run. This is Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert, 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 alert.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3.
Check 52. Boom, boom.
51, Mike.
6-6. Pull it high.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Here we go, D.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And Woods has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
60 out there.
58 right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Fitzgerald. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Carolina.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw again. Fitzgerald pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Look at me. Door.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll get this down to the 10. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Going on the ground, it's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzgerald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
3 out. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shit. Watch the shit.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check 49, check 49.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Rush in.
Hey, 18.
Mike 5-4.
18.
Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, Echo.
Check 13.
Hey, alert. Hey, guys.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's what I do.
Alert.
Check 37. Cloud. Right there. 50.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 31.
Any weapon. Go. Look, squeeze.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And got a man. It's Woods. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Steve 6.
Go 58's the mic. All day, dog. 58.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and an alley to run. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
48 mark.
From the gun, Fitzgerald taking a shot for Samuel. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Let's go.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Don't be scared of it. Move. 18.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. Able to find Shaheen here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, Dion. Mike 54. Mike.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike 54. I got you.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
We got this. Mike 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's complete to Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 30.
Trubisky to throw again. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Spawns. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Blue. Red, up.
24. Check 24.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
That one goes for 8 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Their confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Trubisky. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzgerald. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Pilot 64. Weak. Check. Lucky. Alert.
54. Mike's 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there. That'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. will wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzgerald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this time.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That is caught by Cohen. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Alert, 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 alert.
Trubisky will throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 54's Mike.
Lock in, lock in.
Watch 54, watch 54.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.